I know your dad taught you about rapping. What did you like about ODB when you first heard?
The wildness. What I loved about ODB when I first heard it was like the unorthodoxness. Like, this is not in a box, you know? Like, ODB will literally, some of his drunk freestyles are like my favorite thing because I'm like, oh, this is pure expression right now. There's no wall. There's no decision being made, you know? I feel like when I listen to ODB rap, I'm listening to somebody just going with the first thought every single time. It's so natural.
Right.
You know, ODB was like just raw and just screaming and doing all types of wild shit because it was literally like him. And I think when I was a little kid, that's the first thing that caught me about it. I was like, wow, somebody's doing more than just being perfect on beat.
Right.
You know?
Definitely. Have you seen the Wu-Tang Hulu series?
I have watched like an episode, but I haven't dived all the way into it.
Same.
Yeah.
Same. I was going to ask what you thought.
I heard it's good though. I heard it's fire.
Same. I feel you. What did you like about Kid Cudi? I know Super Duper Kyle was
Oh yeah.
inspired.
No, this is a Kid Cudi. My Instagram is a Kid Cudi fan account. Like,
oh wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, it's not seriously.
Oh,
a Kid Cudi fan
okay. I
account.
was
that
like,
would be funny.
Yeah, that'd be lit because his fan base is insane.
Yeah. I you know, I first started getting into Kid Cudi when I was like, you know, probably 8th or 9th grade, maybe. But I think what I was always so attracted to his music through was like, once again, how there's no rule book to it. Like, I grew up with a lot of different influences musically and culturally and stuff like that. And Kid Cudi was that first artist for me that really blended so many genres into one thing and did it well. And it made sense and it like worked. And for me, that was inspiring because I never wanted to be an artist who just made one kind of sound.
Right.
Even if that sound was huge, I never wanted to be an artist who would just stick to doing one thing because I feel like being safe is just the wackest way to live, you know?
Right.
And when he first dropped, you know, Man on the Moon, and even A Kid Named Cudi, I was like, oh, somebody is like being fully fearless. And if I'm going to follow anybody down a path, I'm going to follow this person.
Hell yeah.
And so I became a really big ass fan.
Literally, Man on the Moon is one of my favorite albums of all time.
It's so good. It's perfection.
It's so good. It's so nostalgic for me. What's your favorite song?
My favorite song on Man on the Moon 1 is probably Intergalactic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Intergalactic.
You and me, Intergalactic, you and me. You ready? Yeah.
I love it. Have you ever reached out to him to collaborate?
You know what? Actually, I have. Yeah. I've always been supportive of him before I even really had a career. And while I have had a career, he's always been supportive of me and like showed me love. So yeah, I've been talking to him, caked it with him.
Oh, okay.
Hopefully we get some music out of it,
yeah.
you know? We'll see.
Definitely. How was that?
Oh, it was awesome. Yeah, it was epic. I've been having a lot of bucket list interactions recently in like the past year or so, whether it's kicking it with Kid Cudi or whether it's kicking it with Big Sean or like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Things like that. I've been able to get in the room with a lot of my like, you know, high school heroes.
Definitely.
And hear what they're working on, get into their mind about their process, what it is that they do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Real bucket list stuff. I'm going through it right now.
Yeah.
I'm literally knocking so many of them off.
That's awesome. I have to ask, what are your thoughts on Kid Cudi and Kanye beefing?
You know what? I think it's got to be hard to be friends with somebody like that, you know? Somebody who's just so up and down, you know? Like, I feel like it's unfortunate because, you know, I don't think nobody wants to see two friends beef ever.
Right.
You know, we don't want to see that. So when somebody is just like kind of so hot and cold all the time, that's got to be a hard relationship to like keep cool, you know?
Definitely.
So yeah, I feel like it's unfortunate, you know?
Yeah.
I don't want to see two homies beefing. Who does?
Right.
You know?
I don't know. I just feel like we were talking about Kanye earlier. You know, obviously, I feel like, you know, he's at his wildest when he's promoting something and he just dropped a documentary. So.
Exactly. Yo, and there's that too. I always kind of feel like, you know, the beef and stuff starts hitting the fan the moment we got to promote something.
Right.
Like, I would always just try to like keep things peaceful and hopefully just drop really hot music and
Right.
that just works, you know?
Right.
That would be my approach.
Totally. Have you ever dealt with that situation? Just like coming up, like, oh, you have a chance to go viral if you do this.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
What? Sometimes those cards are sitting in there and you're looking at them and you're like, do I play this right now? You know?
Right.
But like I said, I think ultimately, like, although it is gasoline to your career, right? And it keeps you hot and it does all that, it's like my integrity will always be option number one for me. You know, like money, I will never surrender.
Right.
Ever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
Like fame, I will never surrender. I'm going to just focus on like making music and keeping my life peaceful.
Right.
I'm not going to make shit messy in order for more people to talk about me.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So I've had those cards before, like, oh, I could do this right now. And people would say this or think this, but it's like in my life, fame will never rule you know, fame never drives the car.
Definitely.
Fame is there. It's in the back seat. Like you know what I mean? We pass it some gum every now and then. Like, hey, bro, you want some gum? Like, we care about you, but I don't really, I wouldn't put it over my peace and my sanity. Ever.
Right. I respect that.
Especially my friends. I would never put it over my friends.
Right. Respect.